Yeah, you wish, McCready. So it's day
It's a good day
37,
to explore
and
and mark places on the
I
map.
can't help but feel that there's something that we're forgetting here, something important that's waiting on me to move forward. But I'm sure if there's something important, we'll remember at some point. We can get onto it
Defending
then.
Diamond City is nothing me, my boys
What
haven't
uh,
done in
what I have
years.
noticed though is we're actually pretty close to completing this map. We've been to 3 of the 4 corners. We've hit just about every place there is to hit. Really, all that's left is some of the DLC. So I'd like to get on that today. To start off with, I figure knocking off Automaton, just to get it done and behind us, is probably a good place to start. So I believe we're heading off to the Automatoys factory, which is well on the other side of downtown. And I guess that means moving through a lot of downtown
You are so dead.
that we haven't actually been through in a while. Well, I think these guys have spawned for us before, but if they want to come back and give us some experience, I have no objection to that.
I was just starting to have fun.
So that was just a Mutant Slayer's machete waiting for us on that legendary. What is that marker? I've seen it there before. I think this may be part of a mod because I don't remember anything in the base game that put a vault here. Well, what exactly? I guess switch to the Guardian before we start moving forward.
Terminal only.
Okay. Which terminal? This is definitely a mod. This is definitely not base game.
Gotta find the terminal.
So this is a safety deposit box of some sort, I suppose?
Terminal should open this. Terminal's got this locked.
Oh, you know what I bet these are? Oh, these are all the passwords I've been picking up this whole time.
Terminal's somewhere. Terminal's gotta be somewhere. Terminal should open this. Gotta find the terminal.
So did I miss one in here?
Terminal's somewhere. Terminal's gotta be somewhere.
Perhaps it opened one that was empty? So does it open the... Okay, so it just opens the doors. Okay, so I'm not sure that that will have any effect on any sort of... Well, we've taken it. Well, let's have a look at this. Okay, well, it uses a bunch of slots, but whoa. Um, no. All right, what did you guys give us? Lead. He kept lead in his safe. Um, okay then. Got a bunch in this one. What'd you guys have? Oh, we'll take water.
Excellent.
Head is crippled to... You know what? That's not so far gone that I won't I won't let that slide. Um, automatic receipt. What is that for? Okay, I am definitely going to want to poke around and figure out what that goes on. So place your bets on what a 44 automatic receiver might be for. I doubt it's for the 44 revolver. I can't imagine that there'd be an automatic 44 revolver. I'm not actually sure what that would
We're
actually
splitting all right,
entail.
right?
What I'm wondering is if it's a receiver for like a combat rifle
What the?
or for the 10 millimeter pistol that makes it an automatic 44. I'm guessing the combat rifle, because the combat rifle is an automatic 45, and at least from an engineering standpoint, that would still be pretty difficult to having something that's 44,
Bring in the pain.
something that's 45 become
That's how we do things around here.
something that's 45 become 44 Magnum, but at least it's in the realms of possibility. At least in the realms of video game possibility. I'm not sure if there's a mission that takes us to the technical school, but that's not what we're after. Right now, we're after getting Automaton started, and we can always head back through there.
So that's it, huh? Let's do this!
That's what I call a confirmed kill.
So I don't know why they attack me. Generally speaking, scavengers aren't openly hostile unless you start picking up uh, picking up loot near them.
I'm feeling eyes on my back. Playtime's over.
It could be that I effectively surprised them. I jumped over the ledge right into the middle of them.
Waste of time.
I think I've skipped over this area of the map every time I went to the castle, so we're kind of plowing through uncharted territory. Oh, there's a sound I haven't heard in a while.
Okay, that looked like it hurt.
And having that
What's that?
12 base perception is really making a difference.
Must have
Ooh,
been nothing.
I bet you there's bone in there.
Let's play, little bit.
And yeah, I do see that that's going to explode. There we go.
Who's there?
Time to die. Fresh yet?
Come on, show me some bone. One of these invariably is going to have some bone in it. Big cooking pot. Don't want to know what kind of meat that is.
Someone there. Annoyed. Itzel, what is it?
Oh, that's a start. That's 2 bone. That's 2 more bone. Okay, so that's what I needed. But a Deathclaw hand is incredibly heavy, so if I can find 3 bone, I can go ahead and drop that Deathclaw hand if I max out my carry capacity. Now, if we can get a line of sight on that last super mutant, I'll take it. But I don't want to spend 20 minutes looking for him. Instead, let's
Yeah.
Let's see what we have waiting for us in here. I think it's a pretty safe bet we're going to be seeing robots in here. And given that we haven't been in here before, it's quite possible that they'll actually be quite leveled up. Because if you recall, the levels of enemies are set when you go into an area for the first time. That was intimidating, but it didn't do a lot of damage. I have to remember, this guy will explode. I guess I should have reminded McCready of that. Okay, so they're shredding McCready. They're doing pretty good whoa. Doing pretty good damage to me too. And I am not going to naturally heal in here, so I do have to be cognizant of that. Let's just get ahead of the curve. And I meant to drop a refreshing beverage instead of a quantum, but if we get out of here without taking much more damage, solar powered will deal with the rest.
Never could wrap my head around all this science stuff.
So, bets on whether or not it'll hit the lamp in front of me. Alright, well that's a railway rifle. Okay, I really shouldn't, no, please, can I get out of this? Close it, thank you. Wait, are you poking through the wall?
Won't take long.
Alright, what was it that was taking those shots at me? Oh, it's behind me. Okay, well now I'm going to use that refreshing beverage. And a stim pack. And drink some water. Because you really pack a punch. So do I, mind you, but... Well, I'm getting the hidden bars, so... You have anything good? Ooh. I wonder if it was hitting me with a Gauss rifle, and that's why I was doing so much damage. Mechanist device. Yeah, looks like that's what it wanted me to grab. While we're here, though, what... Okay, well, when in Rome. Oh, canceled that a bit early.
Piss me off.
There was definitely one more here. Unless he fell off the pier? Okay, so he's taking shots at the vertibird. Did he fall off the edge? He totally fell. Yeah, he totally fell off the edge. Alright, so what's holding up the vertibird? Is it attacking that super mutant that I left behind? It's attacking ghouls. It's kind of a waste of their ammunition, but... Where did you land? Okay, I gotta switch guns because I'm using the wrong type of ammo here. Okay, are we ready to go now? I think we're ready to go. So it's nice to see that Automatron's going to give us a bit of grief. With a lot of the areas, they're indoors, so they'll be level matched with us. So I imagine a lot of Automatron is going to be as difficult as that. Matter of fact, waiting this long may wind up come back to haunt us a bit. Guys, we're basically here. You go ahead and I'm going to tell them to land, and now they're probably going to... Yep, they're going to turn away. No, just right here. Right here's great. Preferably not literally right on top of their plants.
Stand by for landing.
That trader came through selling scraps?
Sure, but he was charging so much I could sell him Lucy, and that still wouldn't cover it.
Blake Abernathy, shame on you.
Yeah, that's
our
going a little
daughter you're
far.
talking about.
Just
Also,
telling you how
you're
it
a
is,
shop,
dear.
isn't
Hey
it?
there.
Looking to make a deal?
Now, where is Ada? Ada. You're pretty recognizable these days.
Ada?
As I was saying, I'm relieved to see you've returned. Were you able to find anything at General Atomics?
Just
This.
this piece of junk.
Even junk may hold a purpose. Impressive technology. If my analysis is correct, this is a specialized radar beacon. I suspect it's how the Mechanist was keeping track of the robo-brain you destroyed. As the next logical step, I need you to install this beacon within me so we can use it to our advantage.
That sounds really creepy.
That's too dangerous.
Perhaps. But I'm confident that the reward will outweigh the risk.
I'm not
You'll
so
need
much.
to use a robot workbench to ensure proper installation, and my presence will be required. In order to maximize our time efficiency, perhaps I should accompany you now.
Not right now, Ada.
I will be here when you're ready.
So after a whole bunch of fussing around, I learned that if you already have a robot workshop, you have to disassemble it, reassemble it, and then talk to Ada again
Hey,
before
Ada.
you can
Are you
do the
ready to install
modifications.
the radar beacon?
Yes, I am definitely ready. Can we please get
Let's
this
just
over
get
with?
this over with.
Don't worry, the installation shouldn't take long. Once I'm in the robot workbench, just...
Get your ass in there, Ada.
Ada?
All right.
A moment. The modification was successful. New hardware has been detected and software is updated.
Like a really obnoxious
And
zip.
installation complete. Analyzing Mechanist hardware. The radar beacon is receiving a strong encrypted signal, but I can't determine the source.
Damn. Then we've hit a dead end.
Not necessarily. With some additional assistance, I should be able to decrypt the signal and locate the Mechanist. Fortunately, I'm detecting another robo-brain in the Commonwealth that's receiving the same signal.
Another robo-brain? Who cares?
We care. Allow me to explain. The encryption on the source signal is complex, but not beyond solving. If you can bring me 2 additional beacons, they should provide the keys and algorithms that I need to enhance my decryption routines.
Always 3.
Looks like it's robo-brain season.
At least until our mission is complete. I'm uploading the location of the robo-brain to your Pip-Boy now. Just be careful. These robots tend to travel in groups, so you're likely to encounter heavy resistance.
Alright, so I'm guessing I'm going to be bumping or needing to talk to her pretty regularly. So
Ada?
what I am going to
Pleasure
do...
to see you again, ma'am. Are you ready to depart?
Yes.
Time to hit the road.
Excellent. I'll endeavor to do my best.
Yeah, sure, whatever. And now,
Hey there.
So, you impressed yet? I told you I was a damn good shot.
oh, well, that was him trying to talk.
Is there a reason that you're bringing this up?
I'm not trying to gouge you for extra caps if that's what you're thinking. I just thought you deserved to know a little more about me.
If
I'm
you'd like.
completely self-taught, you know. Picked up a sniper rifle when I was 10 and never looked back. Always thought it was smarter to hit my targets at long range. I mean, why take chances, right? Besides, I had to come up with every trick in the book to survive the Capital Wasteland.
I'm sure your parents were thrilled about your hobby.
Never knew my parents. Lived underground in a place called Little Lamplight with a bunch of other kids. Left there when I was around 16.
You mean you were
Kind of had
kicked
a
out?
policy there. No adults. When you were 16, you packed up and left. I know, it sounds crazy, but having adults around was something we couldn't trust.
Makes it. How does that make sense? Well, let's find out.
Makes sense, I suppose.
Nothing makes sense anymore. You just roll with the punches. Anyway, when I hit 16, I ended up wandering the Capital Wasteland for a while. I took the odd job here and there, but things were pretty hot with the Brotherhood of Steel running the show. So I hitched a ride with a caravan and made my way north until I ended up here. Made a pretty decent name for myself before I heard that the gunners needed some sharpshooters. Biggest mistake of my life. They were animals. Killed anything that moved if it got in their way. I went with it for a while because the caps were good, but I don't know. I guess it started to catch up with me. So I quit, which pretty much brings us to now. So there you have it. My whole life in a nutshell.
Let's try being mean to him and see how that goes.
That's more about you than I ever needed to know.
Well, I still felt like you deserved to hear it. Look, I know I tend to be a pain in the ass. I know I tend to be arrogant and I come off like I want to be alone. Nothing could be further from the truth. Being alone scares the heck out of me. And now that we've been traveling together for a while, I'm beginning to realize how much I missed having someone I could depend on.
I guess I should have reminded McCready of that.
I just wanted you to know that I'm going to do everything I can to see that it stays this way. Well, that's all I had to say. Hope you got something out of all that. I know I did.
Well, don't go anywhere.
Excuse me.
There you are. I almost thought you forgot about me.
Time to hit the road.
I knew you couldn't live without me.
So, Ada, I need you to get moving to Hangman's Alley because I'm sure that's where I'm going to need you next. And I'll see you in about 2 years because I'm sure that's how long it's going to take you to get there. With that taken care of, might as well hit up Red Rocket and it's just over this ledge, right? I always tell myself, oh, I know exactly where everything is and try to... Oh, apparently I do know exactly where everything is. So, what I
Hey,
want
how are
to
ya?
do...
I'm new around here.
That's great.
I heard your radio beacon, so I figured, why not? I wanted to
So,
personally thank you for
which
giving
one
us
are we
this
looking at
opportunity.
here?
I'm ready to help with whatever you need. Just say the word.
Waited. Yes, that's the one we wanted.
Clever.
And while I'm here as well... No, go away. Let's see if any of these show this 44 receiver. Okay, so it's not the combat rifles. Is it one of these? Can't imagine that being automatic. Okay, well that's pretty much what I have on me. I'm gonna have to keep checking guns until I find out what that is. And let's go ahead and grab that next radar beacon thingamajiggy. According to the map, it's down past, what is it, Sunshine Tidings Co-op? Is that what it's called? It's within walking distance, or running distance, so we shall get there on foot. So, passing by here, which if you recall, we cleared probably in like episode 4 or 5.
Nothing there now.
I heard
What do you think? I don't know.
Legendary Raider. We'll stop for a Legendary Raider. And apparently a turret.
Damn. Now was just starting to have fun.
Let's see what we have here. well, we're still always going to check them. Not about to bother clearing an entire raider
Playing games
compound,
with
though.
us, huh?
Little disconcerting we haven't seen it yet. So from the sounds of it, they're fighting something. Oh, hello.
That's how we do things.
Let's back up. Easy to forget that they do that. I'm guessing we'll have another one of these radar beacons. Okay. What is this place? Okay, we have a relay tower, which I don't think I've done any, oh, hub flowers. Always worth detouring for hub flowers. I don't recognize any of this. It's possible that it just looks different enough that it's not ringing a bell, but I don't remember there being a little housing compound out here. I know if you turn on all of these satellite relays, something happens. I doubt I'll go my way to do it, but I mean, we'll flick the switch since we're here. Where are we? What is this? I do recall this. Oh. Only one of them worked. Oh well. Whoa! That unmistakable frame on off in the distance who's walking in the wrong
Traveling with you
direction.
is proving to be quite uplifting.
Here you go, Ada. One slightly dented, but still functional radar beacon.
This will do nicely. And, with any luck, it'll help us trace the Mechanist signal.
I hope getting it was worth the trouble.
I'm sorry if retrieving the component caused you any harm. I'm going to begin my decryption routine, but it could take a while. In the meantime, I've picked up another RoboBrain beacon signal. It should be the last one you'll need
Get
to
to the
collect.
point, Ada. Where am I going?
Ah, yes. That would be helpful. If my calculations are correct, the signal is coming from... Oh, this isn't good. Location confirmed. The RoboBrain is at Fort Hagen Satellite Array, which means it's in the hands of the Rust Devils.
I haven't come this far just to back down now.
I understand that, but you should still proceed with caution. My old caravan encountered them once while crossing the river into the city. The Rust Devils are a group of ruthless raiders who utilize robots for their nefarious practices. They scour the Commonwealth looking for my kind. What they can't capture and reprogram, they strip for spare parts. I realize they pose a greater threat to me than you. I just want you to be well informed. That being said, despite what lies ahead, I'd be more than happy to accompany you, if you like. If not, then all that remains is to wish you good luck.
Well, that sounds like we're going back to literally right where we just were. Well, let's get to it then. So we've returned to where we picked up the last beacon. Or the second beacon? First beacon? The beacon. And from the looks of it, that dish up there is our last target. And from the sounds of it, they're already in some sort of firefight, which is welcome, I suppose. I can see the turret, but I think I will let it keep shooting at whatever it's shooting for now. Shoot this one, though. Okay, whatever it was shooting at, it's done, so
I'm feeling eyes on my back.
Mr. Handy
That's what I call a confirmed
Dominator.
kill. Well, you're not going
Warmonger
to need
spike
that
plate.
stuff anymore.
I mean, okay, doesn't weigh much. Let's take it.
Find him! Find him! What a waste of time. Safety off. I think we have company. Okay, that looked like it hurt.
Nice of him to set off his trap for me. We'll wait to we'll
Bring it on!
wait for combat to finish here before we go ahead and eat and level up.
Rest yet?
Shh.
Is that a target? Looks like a target. Let's put a bullet in it. Well, if it doesn't wince when I shoot it with this gun. Alright, well this is probably not the best place to go ahead and have a meal. I'm in caution now, so let's go ahead and pop some iguana on a stick, and let's also level up. So I've been using my sniper rifle quite extensively, and I do use melee quite a bit, so let's go ahead with the first rank of ninja. Are we still hidden? What do we have here? Well, down we go. So, given our level and the fact that this is inside, this could actually wind up being pretty difficult. So I'll take this cautiously. I see what looks like a Skyrim door there. I don't recall this too well. This might actually, if I do recall this correctly, this is actually a fairly substantial area. I could be mixing it up with another, though. I don't think a single shot of that landed. You know, when someone ducks around a corner, take advantage of that chance to move. They may be grabbing a sniper rifle.
It's called shooting straight, rookie.
Yeah, that was pretty sloppy, my first couple of shots there.
Huh?
Oh, you had a sniper rifle too. You were absolutely using the wrong tact with that, though.
Only a fucking coward. No sign of him now.
Yep, you should totally disregard the fact that we were here. Get back on with whatever you were doing. Perhaps I should have taken better criticals. Man, those things do a lot of rad damage. So I have to remember refreshing beverage is 9, not 8. Unyielding.
Nothing.
Hmm,
Sure as hell looks that way.
that's an interesting piece. Doesn't really suit my build, but we'll grab it because I haven't been picking up a whole heck of a lot of stuff, and I
Come
really
on, just
should be
leave it.
because I have the space. Oh, there's a legendary raider up there. I should get to him before he despawns. Although apparently stuff on interiors sticks around for a fairly long period of time. It's only stuff that's outside that spawns.
The hell are they? Over there! Get them! Chalk up another kill for me.
I think that turret had explosive ammo. Hmm. Ah, there we go. What did we have here? Safe crackers. In other words, paperweight. This room seems awfully empty for its size. I wonder if I, by jumping over that ledge, I skipped a whole bunch of this. I mean, I don't mind. I'll take it. Oh, they're talking about me.
Scourge cares nothing for the progress we have made, but we will find her and bring her to justice. People of the Commonwealth.
You don't look like one of the Rust Devils. What are you doing here?
Getting ready to crack open that dome you call a head to get your radar beacon.
My radar beacon. Now that's unexpected. That's a very specific part to be searching for. And you don't look like the typical part scavenger type to me. I calculate a 98.8% chance that you're looking for the Mechanist. If
I didn't
I'm
really need to know the
correct,
number.
and I usually am, then perhaps we can help each other with our respective predicaments.
No reason to bargain when I can just take what I need.
You really think just because I'm connected to this machine, you have the upper hand? If you take a moment to listen, I'll explain precisely why you're wrong.
If you insist.
Now, how can I put this as simple as possible so someone at your processing speed can understand? In order to find the Mechanist, you're going to need more than just my radar beacon. You're going to need access to the facility. I'm willing to provide said access, but you'll have to fulfill 2 simple conditions. 1, you need to get me as far away as you can from these lunatics. And 2, find me a new body. Once both conditions are satisfied, I'll gladly provide you with everything you need. Do we have a deal?
I don't see why not. That sounds reasonable enough.
How do I know you'll keep up your end of the bargain?
Even though there's a human brain floating in a biogel inside my head, I'm still bound by my original programming. It pains me to admit it, but one of my directives states that I cannot lie. Ever. So,
Of course, there's
while
nothing,
I'm not the most charming robot you've ever
there'll be a logical
encountered,
fallacy to
the
say
last
that
thing
that
I'm
wasn't a
going to
lie
do is
itself.
violate an agreement we made. Now that we have that out of the way, do we have a deal?
Deal.
A wise decision. Once we're at our destination, I'll happily relinquish my radar beacon as a gesture of good faith. Now, I strongly suggest you stop loitering in the middle of a hostile location and get us both out of here at once. You destroyed Ahab. Well, come on. Let's not wait around for more horrifying monstrosities.
Do you have anything good?
We're splitting all that, right?
I don't know if that was actually good, but we'll take it.
Disappeared. Huh?
Alright, so what constitutes out?
Dumbass coward.
Watch the tripwires. I'd rather keep myself intact today, thank you. You really are taking the path of most resistance here, aren't you?
That's a great line.
Pretty sure we're not alone.
Checking to see if I can, you know, at this range, that is one interesting robot.
Can't take much more.
Sorry, McCready.
This is a lawful use of deadly force. Please.
Figure, we don't know what's coming up next, so a refreshing beverage is probably not a terrible idea.
Asshole! Just give up!
Shit! Lost him!
Wow, these guys are taking more than one shot with the big gun. While while we have a map marker right now, it's not exactly it's not the most helpful thing. Let's take the 72 because I'm not sure that the body shot will actually go through that wall. Again, these things are of no consequence to us, thanks to the sneak perks. Oh, I would like the materials. Come on, you. There we go. And these robot repair kits very well could come in handy. So it says up we go. Was there a reason why I couldn't just walk out the way I came in?
Based on my limited experience with you, I estimate a 65% chance of making it out of here. Not optimal. An increase in effort could have an impact on the odds.
You know, given the difficulty, I'd say 65% is about right.
This is the one that ripped my head off.
Is there any way I can get leverage on this spot? If I had like a fat man or something, that'd be real handy, but well, whatever it is, let's punch it a whole bunch of times. Or once.
Had I a body, I would have killed her myself. Oh well, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Good job, human.
Well, they're not going to need that stuff anymore.
She has a special weapon on her, doesn't she? Tesla rifle. We'll have to take a look at that in a moment. Or when we get back to base. We'll take the stim pack. Do I have the space to pick it up? Okay. It's highly unlikely that it'll ever wind up getting used. I'm not using power armor, so legendary power armor stuff is not exactly the most useful thing in the world to me. So this is an interesting one as well. Unfortunately, it does radiation damage. I mean, let's take it as well. Okay, with that door open, yeah, that was the Skyrim door. So back into the world we go.
Thank goodness we are out of that hole. Don't think your job is done. I refuse to cooperate.
Opening fire!
So, back into the world in the middle of the night, it would appear. We can catch up with Ada, or more specifically, Ada can catch up to us. We'll be heading back to Hangman's Alley, and I already told her to head there, so I can pick her up, or pick up with her in the morning. Rather than trying to chase her down at these hours. We have a somewhat clear night, but not clear enough to be traveling without the Pip-Boy. Although it is nice and clear with it.
Let's do this.
So we've picked up on a fight between, well, more of these guys. Okay, well, let's... Bet you it's gunners.
Not hiding this time.
No, it's settlers.
Made it. This time.
Glad I was able to help them. Gotta remember that I'm not actually heading to the map marker. Whoa, whoa. Oh, and I know what this is. Pretty sure there'll be a bunch of ghouls up there, and while I don't mind fighting a bunch of ghouls, fighting a bunch of ghouls in the middle of the night is not exactly, well, it'll be a recipe for another disease. I'm sure the next one will come. I mean, I think there's only I think there's a 24, or sorry, a 48-hour mandatory wait period before you can get your next disease. And I'm probably averaging about 50 hours between diseases as I jump into a radioactive lake. I do have a vague idea of where I am, but navigating this stuff at night is not exactly the easiest.
End of the line.
Oh, just raiders? Okay, well, I definitely saw... Oh, that was probably, I thought that was like a tank bot or something. That was probably a Brahmin that just ran past. Yep, that was a pack Brahmin. Well, as long as we are headed past, I believe this is Grey Garden. I can never remember all their names, but let's go ahead and dump the junk that we have.
Supervisor Green?
Green's the name, and trading's the game.
All right.
So I sold my Tesla armor to...
Who's there?
Should've just run.
So I sold my my Tesla armor pieces to Green because, well, let's be honest, I'm never gonna use them. I don't use power armor, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to cart them around, and he was buying, so I was selling. Plus he had fertilizer, and fertilizer's always welcome. So, I suppose it's time to head back to Hangman's Alley. Instead of going and tracking down Ada, at least we go to Hangman's Alley, we can call it a night, and she will come to us. Probably would have been easier just to have her follow us instead of McCready, but you know, I'm trying to get the perks, so... Travis?
Oh, thank God. You're here. So this is it.
Yeah, I'm
Odds are,
here.
if they've got Vadim. He's inside.
Vadim.
We're
Oh, right, Vadim.
gonna be okay, right?
Not likely. Chances are, at least one of us won't make it out of there.
Oh, okay. Not exactly the pep talk I was looking for, but
Don't lie to the guy. Sheesh. The truth is, we'll probably all be killed.
any last minute advice? I've never done anything like this.
You shoot first, ask questions later. Got it?
Yeah. Ooh. Let's get him.
Oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that reaction. And I think I heard a ricochet a second ago. Well, I'm glad we bumped into him because I had completely forgotten about this. Vadim, we're here to rescue you. We totally didn't forget. Well, Travis totally didn't forget. Oh.
Now we're just starting to have fun.
You know, of all the times to come here, I have a ton of purified water on me. All these purified, or sorry, all these empty bottles here, completely useless to me right now.
Hey. Payback time, boogeyman.
I'm feeling eyes on my back. Safety off.
So it wouldn't appear that these guys have leveled to us.
Over there! Get him!
Oh, I was shooting Travis. Oh, let's take the greaser jacket. You never know, maybe it'll work on us.
Need backup over here. It's called shooting straight, rookie.
Okay, so I saw it.
You picked the wrong
There we are. Oh geez, Travis is almost dead. I guess I don't need my Pip-Boy light on. Ooh, he took a punch.
Things around here. We don't even find a single drop in the whole place. Damn shame.
You know, if you'd just run away, that would have been the end of it, buddy. Alright, let's go rescue... what's his name?
Thank you. I didn't know if anyone would come. I thought perhaps this is the end.
Oh, you can totally
Thank
count
you,
on me.
Thank you. You are a true friend.
Yes.
You're an idiot for dealing with these goons in the first place.
Fine. Was not smartest move ever, but all is better now. These idiots had caps and chems just lying around. They did not notice when I filled my pockets. You
All's
deserve
well that
what
ends
I
well,
took.
right?
Ah, and Travis, I am surprised to see you here.
Come on.
Hey, Vadim. I'm glad you're safe.
How did you get roped into this?
I wasn't forced or anything. I wanted to help.
You are full of surprises, my friend.
Yes. Hey.
Man, what a day, huh? Hey, listen. I wanted to say thanks. This has been... well, it's been crazy. But I've learned a lot, I think.
I hope so. I'm tired of that shitty, whiny attitude.
Yeah. I know.
If you know, then do something about it. Act like a man, for God's sake.
After all this, I think about the things that had me worried so much, and it just seems... silly, you know? Like, was I really that worried about just being on the radio? That's nothing compared to being beaten up, shot at. I can do so much more. And I need to. Anyway, thanks again. I owe you.
Well, the whole be a man stuff is probably, not the best way to put it. It seems to have worked on him, and, well... I suppose it's what he needed to hear.
Hey, I never got a chance to properly thank you for helping me take out Winlock and Barnes.
Just protecting my investment.
Call it whatever you want. You stuck your neck out for me. I don't forget I mean, things like that.
Cursing doesn't offend me, you know.
I didn't think it did. It's not about you, it's about a promise I made. When I left the capital wasteland, I didn't just leave little Lamplight behind. I left my family behind. Had a beautiful wife named Lucy, and a son we named Duncan. He's the one I made my promise to. The promise to clean up my act and to be a better person. I guess that sounds pretty stupid coming from a guy who shoots people for a living.
I'd never leave my family behind.
I didn't have much of a choice. My son,
I did.
he's sick. I don't know what's wrong with him. One day he's playing out in the fields behind our farm. The next he took a fever and these blue boils popped up all over his body. Last
Gross.
I saw, he was almost too weak to walk. I didn't dare ask him to come with me. Honestly, I don't know how much longer he's going to last.
Are you asking me for help again?
I suppose that I am. You've already done so much for me. I feel horrible asking for more.
But you're gonna
if you're
power
willing to
through it.
risk it, I might have a way we could save him.
Of course I'll help. Count me in.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Well,
A
you
few
know we're
months
gonna
before we
do it.
met, I bumped into a guy named Sinclair who claimed his buddy caught some kind of disease. I thought he was wasting my time until he said his partner broke out in blue boils. They dug up information about a cure at a place called MedTech Research. They even managed to grab the building's lockdown security codes. Unfortunately, Sinclair's buddy died before they were able to break into the facility. I mean, there's no way that's a coincidence, right? MedTech has to be the place.
I'll admit it's a good lead.
Don't give up hope. If there's a cure, we'll find it.
Thanks, partner. I'll put MedTech Research on your map. When you're ready, just take us out there. I have all the codes we need to get through their security. What you're doing... No one's ever cared that much about me before, even if it takes me the rest of my life. I'll repay this debt to you. I swear it.
So we got automatons started today in earnest, which mostly involved picking up radar beacons and shoving them in a giant anthropomorphic soda bottle. But if that's how this this DLC is going to start, then so be it. We also found out what McCready needs for the next step in his quest, and I do think we can continue on with both of those as early as tomorrow. And I will see you then.